Hello, it's Ryan, the CEO and head quant here at Happy Trader. I just wanted to welcome you aboard, regardless of your experience level in trading, and show you something really cool that we have developed. This is a very basic buy when you see an uptrend, sell when you see a downtrend indicator. It is an add-on for the largest charting platform in the world called TradingView, which you can use for free. Of course, for our service, you do have to subscribe. We offer a great amount of value, and this has been in development. Our indicator, Happy Trader Sentiment AI with the Luma trend for over a year, and this is our second iteration, and we believe this is our latest and greatest. So take a look at this back test with me. And what you can see here is what I'll do is just kind of hide the strategy at first. You can see the indicator, and we have it just brought up for Tesla. It's just a typical ticker. What I like to do is show the NASDAQ index. So we just go to futures, bring up the NASDAQ. This is my personal favorite instrument, and this is going to be your index, or when people say index funds or ETFs, if you're already a trader, you already know all this stuff. But if you're somebody who's new, the NASDAQ is going to be one of your more volatile, meaning moving more type of indexes. And when there's more movement, there's more opportunity. And that's why I'm going to show you this back test using the NASDAQ, which is NQ. That's the symbol for the futures, but you could also use QQQ, which are called the triple Qs. You could use options, you could use one share of stock, or you could use paper trading, which is the beauty of Happy Trader. This is designed to teach you how to trade in the most simple way. You are able to set your alerts for these uptrend and downtrend signals by simply mousing over here and clicking add alert. So you can add those alerts to pop up on your desktop, on your mobile device. You can get them via email, and you can even get them through API, webhook, or any other crazy way if you are a quantitative trader and you want to use some software or you want to piggyback from our software. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the strategy and unhide this strategy. You'll be able to see we will generate the report. We are going to set some parameters. So we're going to do just one contract. And if you are not familiar with futures, futures go in contracts, where stocks like Apple and Tesla, they go in shares. So we're going to do our initial capital is just $1,000. Most brokers, to trade one contract, are going to require around $1,000 in margin. Some are 500. And if the markets get crazy, that's kind of what that's about, right? So we're going to do um, we're going to do a couple different date ranges. So we're going to do 10/13, and we're going to show you just kind of the performance over time, how it kind of gyrates. You can see in the beginning of the year a little bit of a drawdown, no big deal, and then just a steady up in green. 533 trades. This is for all the way up to mid-October, and over 4,000%. You can go to, let's just do August. Let's do 08, 18, and we'll do another report, and we'll get some different samples of how we have performed. In August, we were still up 3,500%. And if we go to as far as we can possibly go, let's see, even with the market drawing down a little bit, we are at over 3,000%. So for context, if you buy and hold stock and you just leave it in your IRA or your 401k, generally speaking, the market performs roughly between 7 and maybe 11% on the generous side on average for your average annual return over the course of holding your portfolio. So you can imagine what being in the anywhere even in the 50% or 100%, but to be able to trade derivatives like futures and get into the 1,000%, that's pretty cool. And to be able to do that with just one contract and then verify that, you can see the up arrows here and the down arrows there. To close the position, you can see to buy the AI signal, and this says, to close the position, you can see close entry and then close entry, and then buy AI. See that down there? So what we'll do is go ahead and switch over to something that's not leveraged, but you are able to see your performance summary here. And again, TradingView is wonderful. You can see the profit was crazy on just that one contract, sticking to just using our indicator. So now if we go over to, let's say we don't want to trade leveraged, right? Because we're seeing thousands of percent and we're like, how is that happening? So what we can do is go over to something like, let's do Tesla. So this would be a riskier stock. What we can do, so it has a high volatility. What we can do is just use percentage of equity. So we'll just use 100% of $1,000, and this will automatically retrofit our back test. We can hit OK. We can make sure that we're up to the year to date and hit generate report. We're going to go ahead to the overview. You see the same thing, a little bit of a drawdown in the beginning, but then the strategy really starts to take over. So you can see, even though our percent of total trades profitable are 29%, well, what that means, look, we have 63%. So we've about 6x'd the general market return just using a couple shares. So we can actually see here how many shares. So it says contracts because of the way the back test is programmed, but it's actually going to be shares, and you can see how many we were trading with along the way, right? So that's very, very exciting, and you can see all the different variations in share size, but for the most part, this is very tame. This would be just a very basic, nice 63% gain. And of course, if you're dealing with more than that, and let's say you are dealing with 1,000 shares, which would be like the equivalent of, we'll do for that, we'd have to probably up the capital a little bit. You're going to get, we'll do $100,000 account. If you're a larger trader, let's just say you have 1,000 shares of Tesla. We'll go ahead and generate that report. 1106, see what we come out with, and that'll hold. So what this is basically demonstrating is that it's scalable, and that's pretty important. So even if you have, let's say, $500 and you barely want to trade, or let's just say just barely, we'll just go to contracts. This will be share size, and we will just trade off of one share, and we will generate that report. You can see that you're still beating the market even with one share. So you're like two-folding the market with one share. There's almost no risk on the table, and you can see here that the winners are generally going to be dramatically outsize your losers, and that's why you can have, if we go back to the overview, this low percent of profitability on each trade, and you can see the tooltip there, but you can see that over time our equity curve is up. So not only that, but it's only 148 trades. There's folks that make that many trades in a single week and they might break even. So again, this is an add-on for now for TradingView. This is private. This is developed by us using the Pine script language and also derived from JavaScript. And again, my name is Ryan. I'm the CEO. I'm the head quant here at Happy Trader. And I'm just going to show you one more stock. We'll just go to Apple. Actually, you know what? Let's go to Bitcoin because everybody loves Bitcoin. So we will do the Bitcoin futures before I let you go. And we only charge $47 per month. We're a startup out of Savannah, Georgia, originally out of Huntington Beach. This is our second launch, and you can lock in your price at $47 per month before we triple our price. And that's going to come soon. We're just gathering feedback and doing discovery calls, figuring out what our customers want, and making sure that we give our customers the best value for what they're spending. So go ahead and lock in that $47 a month, and we'll go ahead and generate a report on the Bitcoin futures and see how we would have done there. We're going to have to adjust some parameters. So we're going to do, let's say we did the same thing, 1,000 initial capital. We'll do one contract of the Bitcoin futures on the CME, so the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, same thing as your other futures, so it is regulated. We will go into see exactly what we have, and 5,700%, so a little bit better than the NASDAQ, and we would expect that because it is a bit more volatile, but you can see just how nice some of these uptrend signals are. And then, of course, if you trade the other way, if you're a short trader, this particular backtest is for long only, but you can see that the drawdown with Bitcoin was extremely minimal. You can also see the percent profitable hung around the same. This is a very consistent strategy, so as long as you stick to it with the proper size, that's great. One other thing that I might want to show you before we go, and not to take too much of your time, is that you can use the micro NASDAQ. And I showed you the full size NASDAQ, but let's just start out with, let's say you're a very small trader. I believe the margin to trade 1/10 the size, which is what this MNQ is, of what I originally showed you, which is the NASDAQ, the NQ. We could do one contract, start with $250, and we can go ahead and just hit OK. We'll generate the report year to date and just see what that looks like real quick. Okay, so 1,256%. Again, a little bit of a drawdown. A little more profitable actually using the micros, so that's interesting. And then we can see the performance summary here. We have the 12,000%. We can see or 1,200%. We can see the entries match. So buy AI, close position, buy AI, close position. And that's going to match with these uptrend and downtrend signals. So where this says buy and sell, that's just going to tell you that the trend's reversing. And then once you get your signals, those are your tradable signals that you can see. And if we remove the back tester, you can see that it superimposes when we put it back. And we can go to see that we have, very strong winners compared to losers. So a $400 winner to like a $7 loser, $32 loser, $277 winner, $561 dollar winner. This is on one contract of the futures for Bitcoin. So I just wanted to show you a few different asset classes and how this can help you out. You can use this on any time frame, and this is very simple to set up. Again, this is Happy Trader IO. Sentiment AI with a Lumatrend is the name of the indicator. When you do sign up, you get instant access. You'll get a how-to. You'll get a couple videos, how to set things up, and you can see this downtrend signal is just doing great today. And you'll get all the instructions on how to add this to TradingView. You can use a free TradingView account. You can also go into the trading panel and you can paper trade without having to risk a dime while using real-time data. So again, you don't have to put any risk on the table. You can just kind of experiment for yourself. You can also download the trade log for the original trade, the original instrument, which I prefer, which is the NQ, NASDAQ E-mini 100 futures. And that'll be on our website at happytrader.io. All you have to do is just go to the homepage and download the trading log, and that will be valid to November 2023 for the total year to date. So again, this is Ryan from Happy Trader checking out. Happy trading and be safe out there. Have a good one.